Hey everyone, in this video, I'm going to share with you how I'm speeding up to new levels of success in my online coaching business in 2024. Now, this big aha, that's what it felt like, came to me on December 28th of 2023. And it's almost as if I had waited the entire year for this aha to hit. So I want this to hit the same way for you too. So I'm going to give you some context so that it lands like so strongly. Back in 2019, 2020, when I was more active in my social selling network marketing company, a mentor of mine said, Siobhan, I have no doubt that you're going to be successful, but it's going to be a slow journey. Tell me if that doesn't cut. I had already created some kind of success in my business. I had grown a beautiful team. I was making money every single month, but of course, wanted to grow more and reach the next level. On our coaching call, I was fighting for my limitations. I had come to her, shared with her all of the things that I was doing, all of the efforts I had been putting out, but felt like the results that I was getting back were not matching up with my efforts. And I basically presented to her all of this lack, all of this, what is not happening. And so as I'm fighting for my limitations and she said that, I thought to myself, ooh, like that really cuts. So although things changed for me and I really took it in, honestly, it wasn't until December of 2023 that I think this aha landed for me in the way that it did because of that moment back in 2019, 2020. So before I even tell you what that aha and that big shift is that I've made, and let me just say, I have already seen the results of this aha working. I have already seen the proof. My business has already grown, more money has already come in, things that I have already set in motion to happen for 2024. The first 8 days of the month, things are already happening. So I've proven already in 8 days that this shift that I've made is really going to change the trajectory of my business. And I'm going to share it with you. But let me just say this. At the beginning of December of 2023, I had set an intention that 2024 was going to be a year of connection, a year of community. In May of 2022, I moved from Maryland to Florida. I sold everything that I had. I fit what I could in my two-door Honda Civic Coupe. And I moved to Florida, no plan and no network, but I knew that I would figure it out. My business was already doing really well. And I thought to myself, this is really the time. I've got no regrets. So I had spent 2022, all of 2023, basically building my online business, being very consumed, I would say, more in the online world of connections and not necessarily taking the time to build my in-person connections. But it's something that I really want. There's nothing like having a community of people in person that you can really feel connected to. So that was my intention that I set at the beginning of December. Not only did I set that intention, but I took an action. I looked at some of the Facebook groups that I was already a part of that were local here in Tampa, and I introduced myself. It was almost like writing a dating profile, like, hi, I'm looking for friends, and I enjoy walks on the beach and brunch and all these things. And it was so funny to see the comments because even in my post, I said, I feel like I'm writing a dating profile. And a couple of the comments said, yeah, I would absolutely swipe right on you. I thought that was funny. But I had put myself out there. I didn't just set the intention that I was going to build community and connection. I actually took the action to solidify this intention. So I remember middle of December, I was driving to Barnes and Nobles because my toxic trait is actually thinking that I need a brand new journal every time the new year comes, even though I have plenty of space in my old journal to be able to write out my goals. So I'm on my way to Barnes and Noble. I get there, I park, and just like a really bad habit, I open up my phone and I click on Facebook and I saw that I was tagged in something, and it was one of those at everyone tags, which can be really annoying. But what's interesting is this one really caught my attention. I had apparently been a part of a Facebook group, an entrepreneurs social club group right here in Tampa, and they were having an event just under an hour, I think, at that time when I had clicked on it. And at everyone was tagged and said, hey, sorry to tag at everyone, but I really want to bring more people to this event. When I looked at the time, I think it was just under an hour. I basically left the parking lot, went back home, changed my clothes, and off I go to the event. Now, I didn't realize I'd been a part of that group, and they had consistently had events every single Thursday, and I had never been, partly because at the time that I had joined the group, my coaching calls were on that day, and so I couldn't make it to the event. But my coaching calls have switched around, and so I'm able to go, but I completely forgot about that. And the, I don't want to say the owner, the guy who leads the group, his name is Chris. The guy who leads the group said, I never tag at everyone. He goes, I kind of hate it, but I really wanted to get more people in. And guess what? I went. I was a new person and I saw the tag. So I just want you to know that I had an intention that this was going to be a year of connection and community for me. And literally within 48 hours of even setting that intention, here I was being tagged and I show up to the event. Within 72 hours of that event, somebody sends me a DM on Facebook wanting to work together and wanting to hop on a connection call because of a referral from this event that I went to on Thursday. So I want to set the scene for the power of the intention and the power of taking the action that followed my intention that this was going to be a year of community. Another story happened where I connected with somebody on Zoom, and I was telling her that I've been listening to a guy named Myron Golden. He teaches the business through the Bible, and I'd been listening to him consistently. She said, oh, one of my clients attends his live YouTube streaming. And so she put me in touch with this client, and she invited me to the live event. How beautiful is that? More community, more connection. Okay. So I set the intention, and all of these events are starting to happen. And in me, I am feeling something good is about to happen. I don't know what it is, but I can feel it. You all know when there's a visceral feeling that something good is about to happen because you're shifted internally. Well, I knew it. So on December 28th, I am sitting in the audience at Myron's YouTube live stream. And, he's talking about business and sharing principles of business from the Bible, and something hit me. This is the aha. I have been operating in my business as though the success I want to create is possible, but not guaranteed. The first thing that I thought of was what the old mentor said to me. Siobhan, I have no doubt that you're going to be successful, but it's going to be slow. I had been operating in my business, although creating success to a certain level, I had been operating in my business, still fighting for my limitations because I was operating as if my success was possible, which means that there is room for doubt, which means that there is room for the actions that I'm taking might not work. I decided in that moment, while sitting there in the audience, in the front row, that my success is guaranteed, not just possible. Something literally washed over my body, inside of me, that there was going to be different oomph to my actions. Like when you are throwing a punch, hopefully we're not beating anybody up, but when you can throw a punch and the punch feels a little wimpy, or you can throw a punch and it has a little bit more oomph to it. It's the same action, but it lands differently. That is how I feel about this shift. It was visceral. I haven't changed any actions inside of my business. I'm doing the exact same actions, but they feel different because I'm operating without wondering if what I'm doing is going to work. I'm operating in a guarantee and not in a possibility. And when I've been operating in the guarantee, I have seen more people come into my world that I can serve. I have seen my audience on social has grown more. The people reaching out to work with me have increased. The way that I am being received by people online has shifted, and I know that because they have told me. They have actually reached out and said, something seems different about you. Your content is landing differently. Your content's been really fiery. They can feel it. I'm not saying anything different. I'm not doing anything different. I'm doing the exact same things I was doing, but they feel it because the oomph is there, like a punch. And so the reason why I thought back to that moment when that old mentor of mine said to me, I have no doubt you'll be successful, but it'll be slow. It's because I kept operating in the possibility and fighting for my limitations. Even though there was a little bit of success, I would fight for the limitation. More success, fight for the limitation. And so I was getting there and making shifts, but it didn't feel smooth. It didn't feel exponential. It felt incremental. And I truly believe that we don't need to incrementally hit success, that we could incrementally start and then get into momentum, and boom, we start really exponentially shifting, quantum leaping, if you will. And so I have really honed in on that. So if there's ever a thought that I have right now, any part of my day where something feels like I'm taking an action and there's doubt, I immediately go in to shifting my thought and shifting my feeling. Now, this is something that I have done consistently anyways, but how I am doing it now even feels different because there is no introduction of doubt even coming in. And if it does, I block it out because I shift how I believe. This guarantee, this showing up in my business as if it's guaranteed, has taken away most of the doubt, has taken away most of the fears. Because guess what? If I'm gonna mess up, if I'm not gonna be great, or if I'm not gonna be good, I know that as I keep going, I will get better. Things will improve. I'm restarting my YouTube with this video, not because I think I have to, not because I think it's going to do anything for me, other than I'm excited to share this journey in a different way. Me deciding that my success is guaranteed and not just possible makes me want to serve differently, makes me want to serve on a broader scale, not just on Facebook where I'm posting videos that won't last for a long time. They'll get pushed down every time I post something else, or not on Instagram. I want my message to be out there because this was a aha for me so deeply, I can't not share it with you. And I needed to find the platform where it would live on. I needed to find the platform where it would serve more people. And so this is the platform. And I just want you to see that I'm going live. This is completely live streamed right now. This is not a pre-recording. There's no edits that I can make right now. This is live. And so one of the ways that I was getting in my head was that I want to record this video. I want to share this message. I want to help you as clinicians turned coaches scale your business. I don't want to create any friction between my message and me getting it out there. The friction was going to be created in, oh my gosh, I got to find a time to record. Oh my gosh, I got to make sure my hair looks good. Oh my gosh, I got to make sure I know exactly what I'm going to say and the way I'm going to say it, all this prep. And then I got to edit it and da-da-da-da-da, all these things. And I thought, why not just go live? And I won't have to edit anything. And what flows through me will flow through me, and it will land for the person that it needs to land for. Period. And so here we are. Because I'm operating, knowing my success is guaranteed, it has translated into me restarting my YouTube here with this live, picking the time and deciding when I'm going to go live, going live and just allowing it to be and live on these interwebs and knowing it will bless someone the way that the message blessed me. And I wanted to give you all of that context so that it resonates. Not just that you hear me and logically understand, but that you genuinely feel this message. Because when you shift internally, there is no choice but to see the external results. It can't not happen. And so that internal guarantee of your success being guaranteed, that internal guarantee is visceral. It's not just something that you're thinking about. It is something that you're genuinely feeling about. Consider it like gratitude. You can say, I'm grateful. You can say it and maybe have some difficulty finding some things to be grateful for, but it's not the same thing as when you know gratitude fills your body. You know when someone gives you something and there's this like big burst in your heart of, oh my gosh, gratitude is filling my body? One is I'm thinking about being grateful. That's a head thing. The other one is gratitude has filled my body. That's a body, heart, and soul thing. This message, I want it to land the same for you. You're not just saying my success is guaranteed from your head. You're feeling it in your body. And this is a really important concept and principle to run your life by. Not just your business, your life. The life that you want is guaranteed. The life that you desire is guaranteed. The reason why you want it is because it was implanted into you. Those desires is what you're here to live out. And you get that by serving your people. I'm so pumped up to share this. It's not something I wanted to keep to myself and say, ooh, only my success can be guaranteed, because I know all of you can have the success that you want is guaranteed for you. And from 2019, 2020 to 2023, I've been fighting for my limitations, even though there has been success. Even though I've left my 9-to-5 job, I've been fighting for my limitations still. Success has been incremental. I've had some jumps and then incremental, and then more jumps and then incremental. But this has consistently felt more exponential since December 28th of 2023. And you might be thinking, gosh, that's only just, two or three going on 3 weeks. But the thing is that I feel like I have lived more things have happened in that 3-week time frame than has happened for me in previous months at a time. That's how we know the compound effect. That's how we know it's not incremental, but it's exponential. So this is a principle I want you to take with you, understand it, know it, and then go live it. So that when you're taking the actions to grow your business, you are packing that punch. And wherever you are right now, whether you're in the beginning of your business, somewhere in the middle, or you've got the success that you want, but you know that there's more, you're going to see all of the resources that are available to you and have been available to you already. You're going to actually be able to see them because of how you're now operating. You are operating from the standpoint of your success is guaranteed. You're no longer operating from your success is just possible and introducing all of that doubt, second guessing, wondering if what you're doing is going to work. All that goes out the window. The fear goes out the window. Whatever confidence issues you might have right now goes out the window, because you know that this action that you're taking, even if you don't completely feel super confident, you know by doing it, your confidence is going to be built. Feels a little scary just to go on live right now without actually knowing I could edit this, right? But I'm in such a stream of consciousness right now, and I'm excited to share. I'm allowing that to carry me. I'm allowing the words to flow. I'm not second guessing it. I'm knowing that this message is going to land for someone because it landed for me, and my ultimate goal here is to be of service. So that's my message for you as you're building your coaching business, is to start operating from the standpoint of your success is guaranteed, not just possible. Drop your comments down below. I would love to hear your own ahas. from this live stream. Stay tuned for next week because I will be coming at you with another live. Bye.